Hey, how's it going? I'm just driving home from work. Only one job today. I take a break in the middle of the week just so I can have some recharge. Yeah, I figured I'd come on and say hi. Trying to get more comfortable being in front of a camera. That's not entirely something that I'm used to doing. I'm normally a behind-the-scenes kind of guy, the shy and quiet type, but the ones that are, well, I'd say the ones they say that are dangerous. I like to think of myself that way, but just not in a physical way or mental way. I don't really know what I mean by that, to tell you the truth. Maybe I'm just fantasizing it or thinking. Maybe I need to shut up. I don't know. My purpose in doing stuff like this now is so that, I can shake a habit of being a quiet guy. Maybe develop my communication skills a little bit. The me, hell, even 10 years ago was not quite as open as I am being now. I don't know why, to tell you the truth, but there's a lot of things in my past that I think about that I think, maybe if I had just been a little bit more open, who knows how different things would have been. Maybe not at all. There's only so much I can control, but anyway, I digress. The job I just got back, getting back home from is probably my fun of the two jobs that I have. The second job, I just work as a custodian, just for a little extra money. It's not hard to do by any means. It's just physically demanding after a period of time. And I'm not the greatest example of sleep. I might get anywhere from 5 to 6 hours a night. That's just how it is. My day job, though, is a lot more fun. It can be more challenging, but it's more fun. It falls in my field of study, which is design, but more specifically, it's more marketing based with the support of my design skills. I never went to school for marketing, but I learned a lot about marketing. So much so that I dare say I could, if I took all my marketing knowledge, I could probably bottle it up in at least 1 or 2 years of college knowledge. Maybe even an associate's degree, who knows? What else is there to say, really? I mean, design and marketing is one of those things where I think as time goes on, those two are going to merge more and more together, I think. Especially now with the world of AI kind of taking over really all facets of life. Design's just going to go through another stage in history where it's going to evolve a little bit. I mean, really, if you think about it, design has evolved ever since the days of, paper being made. You know, it's communication based. It's not necessarily a one particular skill that has remained constant throughout time. You know, you got artists and you had writers, but at some point in time, there was an effort made to sort of combine the two. And, you know, that now, you know, designers could do things like copywriting and art and design and photo and video, you know, all this stuff. At one point in time, it was just, you know, sticking a slab of ink on a roller and using that press machine and you know, it's never stayed constantly the same. And come to think of it, I don't really know if anything has really. The world of automotive, you know, like mechanics, you know, they've kind of gone through changes, but it's just been of a different nature. You know, you had horse and buggies at one point, and then eventually it was wagons, and then once wagons kind of got replaced by the first generation of automobiles, then that opened up a whole new industry. So, I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. I don't know if this is even interesting to any of you guys, but maybe that's part of this process of me trying to get more comfortable, you know, putting myself out there and being more vulnerable. I know my wife would like that one, me being more vulnerable, but I don't know. I figured this is kind of an easy way for me to kind of break that habit, is just to kind of put raw, unfiltered footage out there, and then hopefully as time goes on, I get better at it and make these things a little bit more sexy. And yeah, I mean, I've got this DJI OSMO Action 6 camera here. That's, I believe it's top of the line, but you know, I'm still working with it. I'm still learning how to use it. There's lots of settings in there. You know, it's just like working a DSLR camera. You know, you have to play with it enough times, and then you'll eventually get it. So, yeah, I don't know what else to really say. I'll probably just conclude it here. So, till the next video that I put out here, I'll see y'all later.